Welcome back to our Auburn Recruiting Junkies. We've got a commitment video for you, and this one came on the 4th of July. So I hope you had a great holiday. This was a nice surprise for you on that day. On the offensive side of the ball, we're going to give you those quick facts that you need to know about this individual and what it means for Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers. But before we do that, I want to welcome you back here to the channel, E2C Network, where we share the Auburn experience. That Auburn experience to us is all about a few things: Auburn sports, Auburn culture, and Auburn family stuff. An easier way to say it, though, is if it's orange and blue, it's what we do. So thank you so much for joining us in what we're going to be doing today. Commitment video for you. Brand new commitment on the offensive side of the ball. Let's be honest, Auburn needs a little bit of momentum right now, so this was nice to get on that holiday. We're talking about the tight end position, and the individual that we're talking about is Kentrell White of Atlanta, Georgia. More specifically, Midtown High School in Atlanta, Georgia is where he is coming from. Now, in terms of measurables, this guy's listed about 6'4", 210 pounds at the current time that he's at right now, having his senior year still to grow and develop. So most people are going to put him at the tight end position, and that's what we're going to treat him as. A lot of people have put him as an athlete overall because he's a very athletic guy, but also they have seen people say maybe a tall wide receiver right now. If he puts on a little bit more weight, I think people will be more comfortable just saying he's a flat-out tight end. That seems where Auburn might be trying to use him. I've even seen the term hybrid tight end thrown around. So tight end it is for our purposes. Always good to go grab one out of the Peach State because we know how big that is of a competition with Georgia Tech, with Georgia, and just how close that is proximity to Auburn. But really, it wasn't those schools that were the biggest competition for Auburn for Kentrell services. It was Virginia Tech. So ACC versus SEC, you know who wins out in that matchup in terms of recruiting. You want to be in those type of environments more than the other. I know shots fired today, but regardless of that, Auburn beats out Virginia Tech for Kentrell White to add him to this 2026 class. So the big, obviously, influences that you probably know that were on him: Ben Agamoa, his tight end coach position, which will be at Auburn when he arrives. Kenyatta Watson has also been talked about as a big influence on him for picking Auburn over Virginia Tech, and others as well that were probably in the mix. Now that you know the quick facts about Kentrell, let's talk about what it means. What does his commitment mean for Auburn, for him, all those things? We start with the class numbers to get started. And keep in mind, this is always the numbers as of the time of the commitment that we're talking about. So things could change, obviously, decommitments, additions, reclassifications. Anything could happen at the time of his commitment. It makes it the 7th total commit in the class, the 5th on the offense, and as we're treating him as a tight end, the 1st official tight end in the class, the 2nd from the state of Georgia as well. Now, what does it mean in terms of his playing time? What can we expect for him? Always freshmen, you should expect that they may have to play a little bit or practice a little bit before they get significant time. But if we look at the way it's structured with tight ends right now at Auburn, you've got Brandon Frazier, who's a senior, probably gone after, will be gone after this year. I think he had to get a little bit of help for eligibility. Then you've also got Preston Howard, who just arrived, who's a junior, potentially could be still around. And then Tate Johnson, too, who switched positions over to tight end from offensive line. It's going to be more of a blocking guy. So those are like the 3 older guys that you see listed right now. 2 of those going to be gone at the end of this year, we can assume. After that, it just leaves Preston Howard, and then you've got 2 freshmen that just arrived from the 2025 class. So right now, there might be some opportunities to come and compete right away for some playing time alongside of Preston Howard if he's still here. While nothing's guaranteed, it looks like for now, with him being the only tight end, he's got a good shot at least to find some playing time in the mix, especially he's as athletic as he appears to be. Now, what does this mean for the rest of the class, even specifically at his position? Obviously, with only 7 commits in the class, we ain't done yet. Plenty of time to go. So if you're panicking right now, why are you panicking? It's just getting started in the recruiting space for the 2026 class. At the tight end position, with losing 2 guys, that's why the way I like to think about it. I just think about it in terms of numbers. You can expect to probably add 2 guys. 1 has been added. So for now, we should anticipate at least 1 more tight end being added to the mix, whether that's at the high school ranks, transfer portal. That's what we can think about at this position and the class. That's the facts that I've got for you about Kentrell White. We'd love to know your thoughts about him down in the comment section below. Please let us know down there. Thanks for hanging out with us today at E2C Network, where we share the Auburn experience. War Eagle.